Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. It's so greatly appreciated. It truly is. Before we get started, let me give you my usual disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Please do not take what I say as fact. Please always do your own research and come to your own conclusions. Next, if you have not liked, subscribed, or commented yet, please consider doing so. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it. I'm so sick. But there was no way that I was going to let this story go because I am furious about it. So, before we start, major trigger warning. This story involves children, very little children. And the details are horrific. They are just awful and disgusting and very difficult to hear. So please take that into consideration before deciding to move forward with the video. If you think it's going to be too much, sit this one out. Take care of yourself first. Okay, so let's start. 28-year-old Ashley Roland married 30-year-old Dustin Roland in December of 2015. The couple would go on to have 2 children together, Taylor Roland and Blue Roland, before divorcing in June of 2021. Some things that I've read said that Taylor is the stepchild, but I'm not completely sure. It's also unclear if Blue was 4 turning 5 or 5 turning 6. Because this case is so new, a lot of the details are still unclear. So I just wanted to put that out there first. Okay, in April of 2022, Ashley started dating 33-year-old Nathaniel Bridges. It's said that Ashley had failed to show up to visitations, and when Dustin went to the home to try to get his children, Bridges pulled a gun on him. So he decided to take the legal route. September 9th, 2022, Nathaniel Bridges held Blue's head under the water in the toilet as punishment for misbehaving and for biting Nathaniel's finger. Blue would end up passing away as a result of this. September 14th, 2022, 5 days after Blue was already dead, Dustin reopens the custody case because he wants to see his children. September 27th, 2022, Ashley Bridges is served with custody papers for the children, unaware that Blue is already gone. Ashley would respond to the papers almost 30 days later, saying that Dustin didn't pay child support and that he wasn't showing up to the visitations sober. The father adamantly denies these allegations, and as far as child support is concerned, that can be easily debunked. But through a court order, the Rolands were able to get their visitations back. December 16th, 2022. Dustin's mother, Karen Roland, shows up to the home to pick up the kids for visitations. She says that when she got to the home, she heard Taylor whimpering, like she was in pain. So, not wasting any time, Grandma busts through the door. And what she discovers is more disturbing than anyone could ever imagine. You can't make this shit up. You could never make something like this up. You just couldn't do it. Grandma Karen takes little Taylor. She rushes her to the hospital. Her grandmother said that her clothes were drenched in urine. And the first thing that she requested was food and water. Okay. So I'm going to go over Taylor's injuries. Please keep that in mind. I say this because they're very bad. and they're not easy to hear. They're really, really difficult to hear. I just want to make sure that I put every warning out there so nobody comes at me. They're very difficult to hear. But if you're ready for it, here we go. 6-year-old Taylor had 3 cracked ribs, a wrist fracture. She was severely malnourished and only weighed 36 pounds. Doctors told Karen that she had to be careful about how much food she took in at one time because her body was not used to having food, so it wouldn't know how to process it. She had what looked like strangulation marks around her neck. She had stab wounds from scissors, the result of a haircut that was given to her as punishment for bad behavior. She told her grandmother that Nathan threw boiling hot water on her and she had burn marks all along her stomach. She had sores on the top of her ears. She had bite marks on her legs. She had an old injury that didn't heal properly because medical attention was never sought for it. Authorities and family members would be called to the home to find out answers to what the hell had been going on and where was Blue. Authorities arrived at the home at 10:45 p.m. on December 16th. Ashley's father told them that she admitted to him that her boyfriend Nathan had murdered little Blue 15 weeks earlier. He then wrapped his little body in multiple layers of plastic bags and put him in a wooden box. From there, they removed the floorboards from a hallway in the home, dug a hole, and buried Blue's body. So let me put this into perspective for you. For 15 weeks, Ashley was walking back and forth through the hallway of that home, knowing that her son was underneath her feet. What the actual fuck? Oh my God. Okay, so Ashley's cooperating, Nathan's not cooperating. Ashley told police that she was in another room when this happened. She said Nathan walked out of the bathroom. She walked into the bathroom, and that's when she found Blue's body, and she didn't know what to do. So they got scared, I guess, freaked, and buried the body. A friend of Ashley's, named Rebecca, said that Ashley told her that Blue came out of the bathroom. His body was swelling. He was foaming at the mouth. He collapsed, and he passed. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think any of her stories really matter. What actually matters is what happened to these babies. No bullshit story that she says really matters, because this has been going on for an extended period of time. So she started dating Nathan in April, and by September, he had murdered her baby and tortured them in the meantime. Both of her children, tortured them. Are you kidding me? Guys. I know this sounds awful to say. I hope that they get tortured in prison. I do. I hope that the inmates find out what they did. I hope that the officers torture them. I hope the inmates torture them. I do. I know that sounds awful to say, but it's just truly how I feel at this point. Like, they deserve it. They are due back in court on January 17th, and I will be keeping up with this case, so please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell if you haven't, because we're following this bad boy. Okay, one more thing before we go. I did do some digging on Facebook, and there is a picture of a beautiful blonde with Nathan Bridges. I believe she is the ex of Nathan Bridges. She's being accused of being Ashley. Even news outlets are accusing her of being Ashley. And guys, this is not Ashley. I'm just putting this out there because I feel like it's the right thing to do. I don't know this family. I don't know this girl. I don't know anybody. I just feel like this is the right thing to do because this girl is getting accused of being Ashley. She's not Ashley. Worse than that. She's not even alive anymore, so she's no longer able to, she can't even defend herself. So this family is furious, and rightfully so, because now they're having the person that they love, who was a good person, her picture is getting put out there and being associated with this awful story, and she's getting blamed for being the mother. She's not the mother. And as a matter of fact, it's awful. Okay, let me just go over this really quick with you guys. So, I'm gonna say this is her sister because she says in the comments that this is her sister. She says, "This is not the mother of the kids. This is my sister who passed away in March. Do not ruin my sister's name with this BS. Get your facts straight before you go around with rumors that hurt innocent people." Fair enough. She's right. You can't even blame her. I don't even blame her for this. Somebody says, yeah, you see a blonde with the same name on the guy's profile who just helped two children and one. No one looking to vent their anger after hearing all the details of what was done to those kids is going to stop to put the two photos side by side to analyze them, especially when it's just one scroll click of my mouse to get to it. Just have everyone you know go on this guy's page and report the photo explaining why. I'm sure if they have a large enough flood on one phone, someone there has to have a brain to notice it's something that needs to be taken care of. Okay. Which, I mean, yes. Even I thought that it was her. I just happened to read the comments and be like, oh crap, I almost screwed up big time. But it's this comment that got me. When somebody said to the girl's sister, "How did your sister die? Was she possibly by Nathan Bridges? Maybe he is a to women. I already saw Ashley Roland with a black eye." No, dude, no. You had no right to say that to this girl. It's none of your damn business, by the way. She responded, rightfully so. Are you serious? Like, my mind is totally blown away at the audacity you have to think my sister, who has nothing to do with this, is any of your damn business. She's right. It's none of your fucking business. No, she was not by him. And actually, if you fact-checked anything at all, Ashley Roland got the black eye in jail. That is why they had to move her to a different facility. As for Nathan, I hope he rots in hell for what he has done. And even then, it won't be good enough justice for those kids. But nonetheless, leave my sister out of your BS. She's right. You had no right to do that. Like, come on, that was fucked up. But point being, that's not Ashley. All right, guys, if you're still here, thank you. I appreciate you so very much. I will be following this story, like I said. Until next time, be safe out there.